Welcome back. Even though Fields Corner has seen a decrease in violence, the threat still looms. So where can young people turn to stay out of trouble and out of harm's way? Take a look. It's been said that idle time is the devil's playground, and youth left idle often can mean troubles brewing. That's where the All Dorchester Sports League comes in. An alternative to street gangs and violence, the ADSL invests in the concept that athletics and academics can train young people.
No pun intended, but sports makes a level playing field. It also teaches kids life skills, basically, not only to be healthy, but to learn how to win graciously, how to lose graciously, how to be part of a team, how to cheer other people on, how to stay focused and committed.
Candace Gartley is the executive director of the ADSL. Xavier Savage is a college intern and Gartley's right-hand man. As a child, he came up through the ADSL.
I did all aspects of the program. It has just been very instrumental in my life and just has helped me to be the person I am today. I definitely had a lot of friends and mentors here, a lot of people who encouraged me, believed in me, told me, you know, if you want to be a baseball star, you can be a baseball star, and they just really believed in me.
If they're struggling academically, but if they can shine in other areas, either in the arts or in athletics, I think it helps build their self-esteem, and I think it helps the other areas in their life.
Crime rates in Dorchester and Fields Corner have gone down significantly, and athletics is often cited as a factor contributing to the decline in youth violence.
Kids who live here, they don't look at this place like a terrible, horrible place to live. You know, they love living here. There's a real pride in this community.
Then there are moments when no matter what you do, violence still finds its way to your doorstep. Dorchester resident Tina Cherry experienced this in 1993.
My 15-year-old son, Louis, was shot and killed.
Louis was not a troublemaker. He was a smart kid at West Roxbury High with dreams of becoming America's first black president. Dreams of success that were supported by his family.
I was doing everything that I was supposed to do to raise my children, you know, with values and with belief in themselves and with love for community and investment in community.
As an extra precaution, Louis was driven to safer school bus stops to avoid the rampant crime in his neighborhood.
My mother would pick him up to drive him 15 minutes to where we lived. And the day he was killed, nobody could pick him up.
Tina and her family were no longer safe from the fate that many suffered as the result of crime in Fields Corner.
I didn't worry about the violence that was going on, because when you heard it on the news, it really was about certain type of people. They were involved in drugs, they just came out of prison, they were juvenile delinquents. So to me, it didn't even impact me. Through his death, I woke up, and that's a painful thing to say. It took my son to be killed for me to wake up. I'm no longer living this comfortable, sheltered life thinking, oh, nothing can happen to me. I'm one of the good ones.
But Tina didn't falter. Louis' death propelled her to provide all families stricken by grief a sanctuary for healing. So the Louis D. Brown Institute was born. For Tina, the Institute can be a burden and a blessing.
I struggle sometimes when I get to meet people, because I get to meet families when death has kicked their doors down, or I get to meet families when their loved ones are being sentenced to life for murder. So being in a place that you're only meeting families in their worst of their worst is not a very good place to be in. Yet, it's a good place to be in because we meet people where they're at without judgment.
The Institute provides grief counseling, funeral assistance, and something called sand play therapy.
You are building your world. You are in control of your world, of what your day is going to look like. Trauma is there, grief is there, there's life. They want to choose to live.
And like Cherry, former Viet Aid Director Nam Pham hopes to visually affirm life and peace in their Dorchester community through the project Freedom Home.
The project will embrace the aspiration of us to have freedom, the sacrifice of many generations, so all of us can enjoy freedom. So we hope that by having more public art, we will become a better destination for business and culture for Few Corners. We still have more work to do to make Few Corners the best neighborhood in America.
And you can join Tina and mothers from across the city on May 11th for the Mother's Day Walk for Peace and pledge a commitment to peace on the streets of Boston. Up next, what Fields Corners Cape Verdean community is up to and a legislator's stance on his hometown. Stay tuned.